Welcome back to Riverwalk Talks Philly. I'm your host, Noitalumis. I'm here with Philly Ray and Philly Nay. How are you both today?
How are you? Doing good.
That is great to hear. So my first question for you, what animal would you be and why?
Well, I would be a lion
Okay.
because lions are strong, intelligent, and everybody respects them.
Very
And
nice.
that's all you can ask for in life.
Very nice. They take care of their family, you know?
Right.
It's admirable.
I would like to be a parrot. Everybody likes them and interested in what they have to say.
Very nice. And they live in nice
And
places
they
too.
also be taken care of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very expensive too.
So question 2 for you. What do you value most in life?
My integrity and my health.
Health, definitely.
Mental health.
Number one. Without that,
Health is wealth, and without integrity, that's how you sleep at night. So
Right.
It's part of health.
exactly.
Yeah.
And the third question for you, where's your favorite place to eat in Philly?
well, right now it's Royal Buffet on Oregon Avenue
Okay.
because man, they got everything you need.
Uh-huh.
I've never seen a buffet that has everything, and that's one of them that I've ever seen that has everything.
Nice.
My favorite place to eat is home when I cook. Because everything I know what's in it and what I put in it. So no worries. I get to enjoy it.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, there's always value in that and getting the ingredients yourself and having the experience of getting to make everything.
Absolutely.
And it might take a little bit longer,
Right,
but
it's worth the wait.
yeah, you know everything that goes into it.
A
But
good place to eat that you like. What would that be?
I don't know. Kaduba? I don't know.
Kaduba's good.
Kaduba?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like Kaduba.
Very nice.
Nice salad.
Nice.
Keep it moving.
And then this buffet you mentioned is probably good value for what you pay for what you get. So
It's a fair price, and I think the price is definitely less than they could charge. So it's worth the value.
That's
They
good.
could definitely charge more.
That's good. I'm a sucker for value. So it's like when I go to eat out, you know, I don't like paying an extra $20 or $30 for something that I can make at home. And where you mentioned home cooking, you know,
Right. But
is
this place
also
has everything you would probably think of eating. They have it there.
and it's ready to go.
Crab, lobster, shrimp, lamb chops,
Sushi, spaghetti, pizza.
It's nothing missing.
Oxtails.
It's nothing missing. So
Chinese food.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
Royal Buffet on Oregon Avenue.
Very nice. You heard it here first, folks. And the last question for you, what advice would you have for our viewers?
In terms of what? Like anything?
Like what advice would you give to someone? Like,
stay true to yourself and always follow your intuition, your gut, your heart, whatever. Yeah.
it's beautiful.
And mine would be try to take advantage of the moment because you don't know what the next one may bring for you.
Especially if you're in a buffet and you already paid to be there.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. This has been Riverwalk Talks with your host, Noitalumis, with Philly Ray and Philly Nay. Another beautiful day in Philly. Thanks so much. Welcome back to Riverwalk Talks, episode 8. I'm here with Iaeisha, Naomi.
Yes.
How are you both today?
All right. How about yourself?
Doing great, thanks.
It's a good day to be out here.
Certainly. Yeah, I saw the weather and said,
yes,
I better show up. My job. So, my first question for you, what animal would you like to be and why?
I'm going to let you go first, babe.
If I had to be any animal, I would say a gazelle because they're like very like statuesque and like they're also very pretty. And just like beautiful creatures and like how they move and like that. But they're also like hunted by one of my favorite animals, which is a cheetah. Kind of weird in a way, but like yeah.
I
So
thought
to
you were
have
a
that
cheetah.
interaction with
They're very graceful.
Yeah, yes, they are. I would pick an owl. The reason why I would pick an owl because I will be able to see all the way around me. I will be able to definitely see the front, the side, the left, the right. I would also have to say the reason why I would be an owl is because they are very knowledgeable, and I would consider myself as being knowledgeable in the things that I'm asked about, because I work with a lot of customers. So my customers tend to gravitate towards me to give them knowledge. So I would definitely have to say an owl.
Very nice. As we are in Philly,
Yes.
may I ask, did you go to Temple?
I did not, but my daughter definitely got accepted to Temple University, and she's
Congratulations.
trying to see if she want to go to Temple or if she want to go to FAMU or out of state or University of San Francisco, things of that nature. But definitely,
That's great. Well, congrats.
yes.
If any of you colleges are watching, feel free to comment in the comments
Please.
why they should go to your specific school.
Yes.
But you can't go wrong with, it is nice to go out and get the experience.
Yeah.
But it also is nice to be here in the hub of
You're
all
right
the
about
connection
that.
and everything.
Now,
So,
did you go to Temple?
no, I ended up going to Millersville.
Nice. Oh yeah, I went
yeah.
to SRU. So yeah, we stayed in the PA.
Yeah.
Definitely the state schools. Yes, nothing wrong with them at all.
Nothing wrong with them. But had I known, I love dragons. Had I known
Yes.
the Drexel Dragons,
Oh yeah.
I probably would have gone
definitely
there.
would have gone there.
And I
for
would have been in
sure.
Philly sooner. But I just moved back here last year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Definitely.
I appreciate it. So my second question for you.
Okay.
What do you value most in life?
I would have to say family. Number one, definitely family. If it wasn't for my mother and father raising me to be the, woman that I am today, I wouldn't be able to, be the parent to my, wonderful kids, and also, share the love as well. But I would definitely have to say family, just the simple fact of support, encouragement, answer the question, time of need, all of that, all of the above. I would definitely have to say family.
Yeah. My mom, artist and family. I would say the arts. I'm a very musical person. I sing, I play the guitar, I also write music, and I arrange music. So I feel like music is a very valuable part to my life and what I want to do.
Very nice. When you say you write music, like songwriting?
Yeah, songwriting.
Very nice. And is that stuff that you play on the guitar as well and kind of write the songs to that? Or
some of them are guitars, some of them are like beats that I find on YouTube or beats that I make myself. I've done that like years and years ago. Haven't really done it in a while, but yeah.
May I ask how you got into that?
I've been singing since I was like 5, so I've always just been into music. And in the arts in general, I still dance. I was going to dance school for a while. I went to School of Rock in Philadelphia for a while.
Very
I also have a
nice.
private now, Sunday
Very nice.
sessions.
Yep.
I need to give me one of those.
Yes.
So I've always been doing musical things. I've been in musical theater for a long time.
Art and theater.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Arden, I went to
Yeah.
Arden for a while. So
Yeah.
Very
I've
cool.
done a lot of things.
I would
in
say
the
a
arts.
theater kid for sure.
Very cool. I'm a little jealous of your musical background, but I make philosophical hip hop music, and I've been
Nice.
songwriting for about 10 years now.
Nice.
But for me, it stemmed from poetry. I was in language arts class. They're like,
Yeah.
hey, we're going to do the poetry unit. You have to write 15 poems in the next month. This is
Yeah.
going to be your homework. And like in that 45 minutes, like with something else that they were teaching in the background, I ended up doing all 15
Wow.
poems. And I was like,
I like
I
this.
liked it. Right, exactly. But then I was listening to like rap and hip hop music. I'm like,
Yeah.
I love these beats.
Absolutely.
I cannot relate to what they're saying.
Right. So let me write
So,
my own.
Exactly.
Yes.
And
with
that's
the
how I
beat.
kind of got into it. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, I like it. Oh, you guys got to collab. But you can definitely do the guitar, electric or acoustic.
Very cool. Very cool. So my third question for you both.
Yes.
Where's your favorite place to eat in Philly? I know it's a hard question because it's
Yeah, you know this is
That's
the
like
eatery
the
city
hardest
here.
Yeah.
ever.
Let me think, go ahead, babe. You go ahead and
Oh, slow down.
okay, you know what?
I'm not even there
Mary,
yet.
you know what I'm about to say? I'm going to say the Redden Terminal. The reason why I'm going to say the Redden Terminal is because you cannot miss nothing. If you're craving ice cream, get your ice cream. If you're craving oysters, please visit Miss Ellen. She has the best fresh oysters at the Redden Terminal. If you want fresh fruit, get your fresh fruit. If you got a taste for cookies, get your cookies. If you want breakfast food, go get your breakfast. I would say Redden Terminal. You can't miss.
If you have seasonal allergies and need to get local honey, you can go there as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
Flowers.
Yeah.
Go get your flowers. Yes.
And even bee pollen. I got a jar of bee
Yes.
pollen from there like last year and I still got it.
That honey
I'll just
section is,
sprinkle a
oh
little bit.
my gosh. Yes, you're right. You got it. You definitely had it. What would you say?
So I'd say like I don't. It's kind of like a high school thing, but like everybody goes to Chinatown
Okay,
all the time, and Chinatown's one of my favorite locations.
that's true.
So I feel like as a total place, there's so many things in Chinatown. There's so many different cultural food in Chinatown, and there's so many different types like desserts. Everybody loves mango.
Mm-hmm.
If you want drinks, you go to Soka. If you want onigiri, you can go to BV's. If you want Korean fried chicken, you can go to BBQ or like anywhere. Like there's so many different things in Chinatown, and I feel like one of the best ways to like find what you like in Chinatown is also the Chinatown night market that happens like every year.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like I've done it for the past 2 years, and I think it's a really good.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Great answers.
Thank you.
Yeah. The beautiful thing about asking that question, you're the fourth guest to answer it. Everyone has a different answer.
Yes. Oh my gosh, we have so many places. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
And then they have new places popping up. Like the summer is right around the corner, so you can best believe it's going to be a new spot.
Food.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Like around here, as a matter of fact, they're going to have a pop-up beer garden soon coming up.
Okay.
Yep.
In the park?
Yes.
Oh,
yes. Like
very
literally
nice.
right here.
I might have to get those dates and
Yes. So you can be up
do
here.
interviews.
Oh,
One of the
they would
things-
love you.
Yeah.
They would
in
love
the
you.
city that I'm looking forward to is the Southeast Asian in Philly market where they like have like a bunch of vendors for like a week or so or like 2 weeks, something like that. And I definitely want to go try some of that food because like I've seen the previews,
The layout.
so good.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So my last question for you
Sure.
both. What advice do you have for our viewers?
I would say definitely subscribe, like to Tyler's page,
Thank you.
whatever he does. I like the simple fact that he's out here. He's a go-getter. I like the simple fact that his questions are easy. I mean, and then at the same time, he do have you thinking at the same time. Because that first question, I didn't know what animal to say. But that's all I would say. Tell them to keep up the good work and everybody subscribe. That's what I would have to say.
For my advice, I'd say like never stop at what you're passionate about. There's
Mhm.
always different ways for you to achieve things and different routes for you to take. There's so
Mhm.
many alternate pathways for you to get one thing that you want in life. So just like keep striving for it. Whatever possibility you have to take or whatever outcome comes out of it.
Very
Mhm.
nice.
I like that.
And if anyone's lacking motivation, you just got to find your why,
Yeah.
and then everything becomes easy.
Yes. Noted.
Thank you both so
Thank
much for coming on the
you.
show.
Thank you, Natalie.
It
Good
was a great
luck.
talk. Thank you.
Yes. Keep up the great work.
Appreciate it. And just letting you know how this show works.
Yes.
We do the first 3 questions. They
Okay.
rotate every 3 episodes.
Oh,
And then the
nice.
4th question's always the same. What advice would you give?
Oh, nice.
But so in a few days, if you see me over
Yeah.
here, feel free to come back to
Oh,
the show.
absolutely. So I
Probably
get
a few
a
questions.
different question. I'm like, oh, that's on the Tyler.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
The Riverwalk Talks Philly with your host, Noitalumis.
That was great.
Welcome back to Riverwalk Talks, episode 8. I'm your host, Noitalumis. I'm here with Bryce and Chucho. How are we doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing great, thanks. What brings you out here?
Just got off of work, and this is our local park where Chucho chases squirrels, and it's a beautiful day, so we got out here.
Very nice. He's like a squirrel personal trainer.
Yeah, the squirrel hunter.
It's Chucho's job. So my first question for you, what animal would you like to be and why? You could be any animal.
Like a bird, so I can travel wherever I want as fast as I can, and like they're very majestic. I grew up with birds, and they're very cool creatures.
Very nice. If you had to pick one, is there a bird in particular?
I grew up with the cockatiel, and they're usually not known to talk much, but he talked, and he was like a little human. He was awesome.
Very cool. So my second question for you, what do you value most in life?
I value probably nature and hobbies the most. Hobbies brought me a lot of places and maybe meet a lot of friends. I lived in Puerto Rico for 3 years. I'm a big surfer. I'm a big skateboarder, snowboarder. So that's how I met Chucho as well. So it gave me a lot of things. So definitely hobbies are one of the most important things I cherish.
That's awesome. How do you feel about terrain park when snowboarding?
I love a terrain park.
Yeah, nice. I ski myself.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
I never did skateboarding. Well, I taught myself a few years ago just how to ride. I wasn't doing any tricks.
Yeah.
But
It's painful.
Yeah.
I retired.
I'd rather do the tricks on the snow
Yeah,
than the
for
terrain
sure.
park. And the reason why I started skiing as a kid was, you ever play the game SSX Tricky?
I heard of it.
Yeah, it was like a classic. But you couldn't do the helicopter trick with snowboard. So I'm like, I'll do skiing just for that reason alone. And you're never going to see me doing backflips, doing 360 rotations. But just for that reason alone, that's why I decided to be a skier. And then surfing as well. Where have you surfed at? Some of your favorite spots?
Yeah, I lived in Puerto Rico for 3 years, and I surf all year round in New Jersey. I grew up in the Jersey Shore, and I'm recently here in Philly. But yeah, New Jersey's awesome. It's as good as it gets, and Puerto Rico is a beautiful place. But I've surfed in California, pretty much the whole East Coast. It's an awesome sport. Brings a lot of places.
Very nice. How do you feel about boogie boarders?
It's funny here, they get no respect, but in Puerto Rico, they probably get the most respect because they regulate, they run it.
Yeah. I lived out in California for a few years.
They're
and
hardcore.
I didn't have, the whole rack to bring a surfboard and a place to dry it out. So I'm like, I'm gonna get a boogie board.
It's cool.
So I was out there and I'd have a few times with surfers being like, what are you doing? like that was my wave. I'm like, you guys can swim.
I
stand and I jump. Like I didn't have fins, so it's like I kind of went as deep as I physically could.
Yeah,
with still enough momentum to kind of like jump and join with the wave as well.
Surfing is way less peaceful than people think. It's a hardcore sport.
Definitely
territorial.
Definitely. Oh wow, we have a beautiful boat. Just gonna get that shot real quick coming in with waves crashing. Yeah, it's awesome. Those are good hobbies. And they say California is great because you can do all of them in a day.
Yeah, exactly.
You can snowboard.
New Jersey too.
Yeah, Jersey too.
And all year long because we have the, in big snow, we have the American Dream Ball. So you can snowboard all year and indoor, and you can surf and skate on the same day.
Very nice.
It's cool.
Very nice. So my third question for you, where's your favorite place to eat in Philly?
For a cheesesteak, I love Del Rossi's.
Okay.
But I love going down the strip and in Fishtown, and there's a lot of good spots to eat. But for a cheesesteak, definitely Del Rossi's. Super good.
Nice. You had to mention one spot in Fishtown?
I like Johnny and Brenda's has a great chicken sandwich and smash burger. Super easy and affordable. Good spot.
Very nice. So my last question for you, what advice do you have for our viewers?
Stay motivated. Stay outside. The weather's getting warm. Pick up some more hobbies and live life to the fullest.
There you go. Thank you, Bryce. Thank you,
Sir.
Chucho. This has been Riverwalk Talks with your host, Noitalumis. Awesome. Welcome back to Riverwalk Talks, episode 8. This is your host, Noitalumis. I am here with Rob and Wesley. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Good to hear. So my first question for you, if you could be any animal, what animal would you want to be and why?
I would want to be a eye because they have really good seeing and because they have really large ears that help them hear into the trees.
Very nice. So my second question for you guys, what do you value most in life?
Well, I could answer that, and then if you want to jump in.
Okay.
I value happiness most. I think being happy is the most important part of life.
I think I would value friendship.
Okay.
Very
Because
nice.
it's something that you would never lose.
There you go. And they similar to both your answers, they say friendship is one of the things that make people happiest as well. So it's my third question for you. Where is your favorite place to eat in Philly?
Honeys.
Yeah, that's our where we go for breakfast a lot. We go out to breakfast once every couple of weeks with the family, and kids always want to go to Honey's.
Nice. Is that the full name of it, Honey's?
Yep.
Or?
Is that
Very
Honey's
cool.
Sit and Eat?
Nice. I'll have
Yeah.
to look it up. You have a different answer?
That's a tough one.
It is.
I don't know if I have an answer to that. It's a tough one.
Just a popular recommendation. It doesn't have to be your absolute favorite, but one that you recommend.
Good. So in South Philly, there's a place I used to go for lunch a lot. It's called Ameritide, and they have Thai food, but it's best red chicken curry I think I've ever had. It's really good.
Very
There's
cool.
kind of a hole in the wall at 13th and Snyder.
Okay. Very nice. So my last question for you both. What advice do you have for our viewers?
I don't know.
None?
None advice.
Like, what advice would you have to give someone if you could say something to one other person that you think might help them in some way?
That if you just believe you can do anything you want.
That's
There you go.
I would say don't focus on the things that upset you. Just enjoy the time that you have. Have fun.
Very nice. Thank you both for coming on the show.
Yeah,
This has
thanks for having
been,
us.
yeah,
You're
of
welcome.
course. This has been Riverwalk Talks, your host, Noitalumis. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Riverwalk Talks. This is our last guest for episode 8. I'm here with Bastion Veras. I'm your host, Noitalumis. How are you doing today?
I'm doing spectacular. You see, the wind is blowing. Everybody out acting the fool.
Certainly.
Yeah.
The wind is kind of welcome when it's 80 degrees and no humidity. So.
Oh, yeah. When I heard it was supposed to be 80, around 81, 82.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what's still made me put my jacket on, but hey, nice out today.
Certainly. I mean, yeah, I'm wearing pants and a long sleeve, but I figured the water breeze, I might need it. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we came
definitely.
prepared. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed.
So my first question for you, if you could be any animal, what animal would you be and why?
Oh, I've thought about this many a times on my own, just sitting by myself. If I'd be an animal, man, I'd be my spirit animal, which is the husky, of course. Yes, one, because I'm a dog person, and two, I have the husky mentality is my personality. Very bubbly, hyperactive, prissy at times, and loud.
And can withstand the elements.
Pretty much, yeah. And then when it comes to my grooming, yeah. If I was to take my hat off right now, you swore I was still stuck in wintertime. My hair is wolfing.
Very nice.
Wolfing.
So
Get it?
Yeah. I see what you did there. So my second question for you, what do you value most in life?
My son. I was going to, once you said it, I was thinking personal relationships, but then I was like, my son. You know, because it's a very special thing to bring life into the world and then protect it at all costs. It's very, very, you know what I mean? Because it's not just the protection of my kid, but also making sure that he understands that 5 years later on down the line, he could actually change the world. Like, he could be amongst the rest of the others, you know, the other children that's growing up with parents that are struggling in our new world order, if you will say. I know for sure if I keep protecting him the way I've been protecting him for the past 9 years, he'd be great. He'd grow up to be great, just like his daddy.
There you go. Like that husky mentality, you know, protecting the pack.
Yes, indeedy.
And it's this beautiful thing with raising the next generation where it's like a lot of people want to live forever. They seek immortality, but it's like once you have a kid, once you have a family to go into the future for you, it's like that's how we live on through them, you know?
The legacy continues. Yes,
Certainly.
I agree. I definitely agree with that.
So my third question for you, Where's your favorite place to eat in Philly? Ha 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 ha. Huh. So, me and my lovely person always talk about food. We love food. And she takes me to her favorite places. I take her to mine. One of my favorite places in Philly is actually a very urban spot. You can probably find like maybe 2 or 3 of them. It's called OK Hot Chicken. It's on 5th. It's around 5th and Alany. So you can catch it in the hood. They have the greatest platters. Like, my go-to platter would be the super loaded. It has like crispy chicken tenders with like the creamiest mac and cheese and the crispiest fries. Everything is fresh.
Nice.
Yes. And then they got the special OK sauce. It's like very, very special. Some stores try to variate spicy mayo and then make into some cool, crazy sauce. But OK did it.
Very
OK
nice.
Chicken killed it. They definitely did.
That's awesome. It's like a kind of like an aioli or more like a buffalo sauce.
It's like
It's a special sauce.
It's
You
a
gotta go-
special
you gotta go
sauce
and
because
try
it isn't necessary. Yeah, it's like a special sauce because it's not necessarily spicy. But if you was to actually continuously eat it consistently throughout the week, you'll start noticing it got such a tang, and then there is a spice to it. So yeah, definitely.
Very nice. My last question for you: what advice do you have for our viewers?
Man, oh man, oh man. Well, I would say trust yourself. Believe in yourself. Be hopeful. There's nothing wrong with being prideful. You know what I mean? Because my grandmother, I talked to her about the whole pride thing. There's nothing wrong with being prideful because being born into a world of sin, we got to have something to be proud of. You know what I mean? And that's being here, you know? So definitely believe in yourself, have hope, have pride, and learn from your experiences. It will definitely help you.
Very
Definitely.
nice. It's like you can't lose if you're learning.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, because we're always constantly learning. Even our elders, 50, 60, they're still constantly learning, and they're telling us to make sure we don't put too much of our energy into working when we know at the end of the day we could be working towards something greater and better for ourselves. So
Certainly.
yeah,
It's great advice.
definitely.
Now, when you stopped here, you mentioned at first that you make music. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes,
If you'd like to.
I definitely can. Well, again, my name is Bastion Veras. I am a lead singer and lead guitarist, songwriter for the band Rebel Society. You can catch us soon. We are actually a new group. We've been around for about 1.5 years now, but hence us, building more of our team and making sure that we actually have a great, conscious and focused group. Everybody has the same, viewpoint, path. But you can catch us on Facebook. You can catch us on Instagram at Rebel Society. I think it's Rebel Society 25, right? Yeah, Society of Rebels. Yeah, we do psychedelic rock, stoner rock, experimental. But our main base is punk and metal. So if that's your thing, definitely tie into it. And one of our pianists is actually an R&B singer / pianist, so he's trying to key some of that in too.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I make philosophical hip hop music
Word?
and get influences from R&B and jazz and classical and
That's really,
all
really
that.
good.
I've been songwriting for 10 years as well. So
that's killer structure.
yes.
Oh man.
Yeah, you might have to put me in contact with them. I'm a sucker for the
yes.
keys. So
Yes, indeed.
I love all types of music too. So
I know as soon as he get like a nice whiff of what you do and what you can do, he's gonna be like,
nice.
aha.
And yeah, send him by as well. I'll be out here when it's nice. So
Oh, definitely.
he's a local,
definitely.
We're here at Penn Treaty Park on whatever days I'm not working and it's nice out. So also, do you guys have any upcoming shows in Philly
Well,
that you'd like
right
to plug?
now, because everybody's asking us for content. They're like, what are you doing? We need to hear some stuff. Well, we're in the lab. We are in the lab.
I
We're
get
creating, we're creating, and actually preparing for our first brand new gig because we've all performed before together, but now because we started something new,
And we're actually trying to make sure that we get a great creative aspect, you know, for ourselves.
Lay the foundation.
Exactly.
And the sky's the limit.
Yes, indeedy. So we're rehearsing, we're practicing, putting a lot of good originals together for you guys and everything. So again, just work with us now. Work with us.
We appreciate your patience.
Yeah, so definitely we got a lot of music to look forward to and a lot of performances to look forward to.
Thank you, man.
There you go.
Perfect.
Awesome. So yeah, definitely. I appreciate you so much for asking such great questions. You know what I mean? Because you don't always get that opportunity or that one point in time, that one fixed point in time where someone just stops you and say, hey, what's in your mind?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's pretty cool to
That's what I'm here for. So yeah, thanks for stopping by.
I appreciate it. What's your name
Yeah,
again?
man. Tyler. My artist name is Noitalumis.
I have to get your credentials.
I need them. Do you? Wow. Wow. That's the first time that's happened. So it's crazy. Small world.
Mm-hmm.
Very small world.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh,
Well,
man.
thanks so much for coming on the show.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of
it's been
course.
Riverwalk Talks Philly.
Yes. They see you guys.